Yes. Yeah. Now, Chef Guillermo Russo is here. How are you? Good. Welcome.
Thank you.
Good to have you.
Good to be here.
You've been, you've started at the age of 17 in Montreal, right?
Yeah,
correct.
correct.
And you've been cooking there ever since. And you've been at Laurier Gordon Ramsay for how long?
Since the opening, August.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How did that go?
It was good.
Yeah?
Really
having his
fun.
name attached, that's a little pressure.
A lot of pressure, yeah.
Yeah. But hey, that's what it's all about.
Many years in the kitchen, I'm used to it.
That's right.
Yeah.
We're going to, for people who don't have a huge family, we were just talking about this, don't have a huge family coming over, or you want to cook a small meal for Christmas instead of the large turkey thing.
Right.
You got some great ideas on that, right?
Yeah, well, why not a smaller type of bird, right? A chicken.
Yeah.
And I think the most important thing when trying to find a chicken to eat is to try to find something that's grain-fed at least,
right,
in the minimum. If you can, you get something organic. And some basic fundamentals of cooking a chicken is, one, trussing it. I find one of the things in the holiday season is to have something that's nicely presented, that looks, royal when it's served.
Exactly.
So it's very important for me as a step to truss a chicken, which is something that a lot of people don't know how to do, which is very simple. Grab a piece of twine, butcher's twine.
Yeah.
You cross it over. You make an 8, a figure 8.
Oh, okay.
Tighten up the legs. Bring it back around the wings.
Right.
And make a knot.
That's it.
It doesn't get any simpler than that.
But it just holds everything together, and like you say, presentation-wise,
it just makes it nice and plump.
Better.
When it's coming out of the oven, it's going to look beautiful, and it's going to be held together.
Yeah.
Some of the more important things also with a chicken is to season the inside cavity. We use a mix of salt, paprika, and pepper, and you put about a teaspoon inside.
All the way in there?
All the way in the cavity.
Okay.
Sprinkle some thyme in there as well.
Right.
That's a nice bird seasoned inside. On the outside, just to keep it nice and golden and to not affect it with the color, I'm just going to put kosher salt. Now the salt.
Kosher salt.
Kosher salt.
Okay.
It's my salt of preference. Then again, you can use any other type of salt as well.
And do the whole thing?
Do the whole thing.
Okay. Even the bottom?
Everything. All parts of the chicken.
Okay.
Now, the salt's going to allow it to crisp up and remain beautiful.
Yeah. Does that help in the browning process as well, the salt?
It helps in the crisping process,
yeah,
definitely.
So I guess so,
it's going to be a beautiful bird.
Right.
And for me, I like just putting it in a pan. I don't have a roasting tray or anything fancy like that.
Yeah.
I might put some vegetables underneath to keep it nice and moist, but at a very basic level, you can just put it straight in a pan.
Do you have to put water in there?
You don't have to put anything. You
No.
see it took us 2 minutes to put it in here.
Yeah.
And right in the oven.
Watch the magic of television happen right in front of your eyes.
We're going to have a chicken.
We're going to have a chicken
by the time we come back, right?
Listen, yeah. So it's pretty simple to do that.
Right.
And dress it up nicely so when it comes out of the oven all nicely cooked.
It looks royal.
It looks great.
Yeah.
And then you kind of make it a little more festive with whatever vegetables and so on.
Yeah, exactly. You can do lots of different accompaniments. Had we put some vegetables on the base, you could have roasted vegetables by the time the chicken comes out as well.
Right.
And we want to do a nice cranberry sauce for you, which is also very simple. Again, the idea is to make it a really quick and easy and not very elaborate.
Do you find,
festivity.
obviously you talk to a lot of people about cooking and so on, and, everyday people like myself. Do you think we overcomplicate it, or we think it's so complicated, yet in fact it's not?
I don't think we overcomplicate it, because I personally like to complicate myself during the Christmas time. It's that time of the year. But I think most people sometimes see it as too complicated, and they forget how easy it can be.
Right.
Like in 15 minutes, we're going to have a Christmas meal.
Right,
right.
We've already prepared a chicken.
That's right.
Just like that.
So 45 minutes later, approximately, it'll be out of the oven. It's about
That's all it takes,
20 to 25 minutes for every half kilo.
Yeah.
So this one should take between 45 and an hour. You want to cook it until the juices run clear in the thickest part.
And there's nothing wrong with having a meat thermometer, right?
Nothing, not at all. I actually have one myself. They're very practical. They're very cheap.
Yeah, especially if you're cooking a bigger bird.
Right.
There's no question about that.
You want to go, to follow health and safety issues. We want to go up to 180 degrees.
Yeah. Now you mentioned organic.
Yeah.
Are we talking free-range chickens here that you would most likely use?
I would definitely choose one of those for the festivities, but everybody's budget is different. So if you can't afford one of those, if you have a nice grain-fed chicken that's 100% grain-fed, then that would be great as well.
But it's amazing, like you say, everybody. There's a lot of people in different financial situations when it comes to Christmas dinner. If you can dress up a chicken.
It's relatively inexpensive.
That's great.
It'll feed 4 people.
Yeah.
And should we start the cranberry sauce?
Oh, we're going to do that in the next segment. We can get going now because we're going to make fresh cranberry sauce. But I wanted you to watch our segment on. Well, there's game. You can go to a game farm here in town.
Can you?
Yeah.
We're
going to show it to you right now. It's Sarah Freemark. Have a look.
Fantastic.